Now for the numbers in 19111 in July. The median listed rent and the median closed rent were. Let's talk about some legal and practical things you need to be thinking about. First, the good cost eviction law here in Philly. This is not a new one, but it's a big one. It means that PA has just passed a new bill last month that allows for the We're here to share insights and experiences, not legal or accounting advice. Be sure to talk to your attorney, accountant, or professional advisor before making any decisions. Everyone's situation is different. Get the help that is right for you. Welcome back to the Philly Landlord Guy, the show where we dive deep into local real estate scene without all the fluff. I'm your host, Yuri Skripnichenko, the guy with the crazy last name. Do not try to remember it. Just think of me as the Philly Landlord Guy. I am a licensed real estate broker and certified property manager here in Philadelphia. In today's episode, we're doing our monthly market update and diving into some new developments that every landlord needs to know about. We'll start with a detailed look at Northeast Philly, 19111 zip code, and then we will break down a couple of very important legal updates. We will talk about good cause eviction law and new state bill that was recently passed on eviction records. So let's get into it. Let's start with our July market update. The numbers for Philadelphia as a whole are pretty interesting. You would think that during the hottest month and rental season, prices would be on the rise, but we're seeing some give. The median listed rent across the city was about $18.48, but the median closed rent was actually $17.95. That's a reduction, which is something we need to be aware of. Also, the average time on the market citywide is a sluggish 50 days, which tells you that tenants are taking their time. So now let's zoom in on the specific part of the city that I wanted to talk to you about today. Is part of Northeast Philly, 19111 zip code. This is one of the largest zip codes in Northeast Philly and hence its most diverse zip code. It's a huge area that includes multiple neighborhoods like Fox Chase, Roundhurst, Longcrest, and Oxford Circle. The demographics and housing stocks are very different depending on where you are in the zip code. And I actually like to split it in two different parts: above the Cotman Avenue and below Cotman Avenue. So the area below is still a good rental area. While the most of the properties are good rentals, the ones above Cotman are generally considered a better bet or better area. Looking at the census data for 19111, we see that about 42% of residents in the zip code are renter occupied, and the median household income is approximately $60,000. These numbers tell us that it's a still stable and desirable area. Now for the numbers in 19111 in July. The median listed rent and the median closed rent were the same at $1,500. That shows a strong, stable market. We don't see a dip in the rental price here. The average days on the market was 32 days, which is significantly better than the citywide 50-day average. But there is a caveat to this report. It's based on MLS report, and it's based on a very small set of numbers, only based on 11 listed units and 8 rented units for the month. Still, it's a good sign that demand in the specific pocket of Philly is holding up well. Before we move on, I want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor, TrustArt Realty. If you're a landlord in Philly, you know that managing rentals can be complicated. That's why TrustArt Realty is offering to all of our listeners a free rental analysis or management session advice. Whether you need help understanding market trends or improving how you manage your rental, they've got you covered. To claim your free analysis or consultation, just send an email to TrustArt Realty at phillylandlordguy.com or click the link in the show notes to fill out a quick form and we will get back to you. Let's talk about some legal and practical things you need to be thinking about. First, the good cost eviction law here in Philly. This is not a new one, but it's a big one. It means that a landlord must provide a good cause to non-renew a lease. This is why 1 year lease is a far better option than a month-to-month lease. For a month-to-month lease, that's where the good cause eviction kicks in, and you need to have specific reason why you're not renewing the lease. And there is a list of them. You can find them online. But one of them, let's say, if a landlord themselves want to move in the property, or a landlord's family member wants to move in the property, which is much more easier to do when you have a 1 year lease. You don't have to provide that. You don't have to have the good clause. You can just not renew the lease for whatever reason that you want. On a similar note, PA has just passed a new bill last month that allows for the sealing of eviction records. This is going to change how we screen tenants. Well, actually, for Philadelphia specifically, it may be a little bit different because we cannot consider evictions that are older than 4 years old anyway for our screening. But in general, for us as a state, that will change the way how we screen tenants anywhere outside of Philly. And you just need to be aware of that. And you never know how that bill will affect what we have here in Philly. But basically what that bill says is that anything that is older than 7 years will just fall off of the public record for eviction, or if eviction was not ruled against the tenant, then it will not go to tenant's record at all. And finally, let's talk about what are tenants looking actually for in this market, in this weird market that we've been seeing this summer and this hot season. According to a recent Rent Cafe survey, amenities are key to attracting and retaining good tenants. And as you would think that tenants would want to have a dishwasher or they want to have an AC, but here are the actual data that they provided by asking people who were looking for rentals. So 63% of people who are looking for rentals want to have in-unit laundry, as simple as that. 63% want to have affordable rentals as well. And 62% look for a safe and a secured community. And the next one, it's 53%, so 10% drop, looking out for clean and well-kept common areas. So none of those you would assume that would be on the top of the list, with exception of washer and dryer. But basically, you want to make sure that you're not overpricing your units, that preferably you have washer and dryer in the unit, that the property is in safe area or relatively safe area that you can get here. And if you have a multifamily property, maybe think about your common areas. Think about sprucing them up. Maybe regular cleaning services or simple design elements can make a difference in how fast you're renting based on this survey. Quick update. Our Jumpstart Northeast Philly program is live and we're accepting applications. Now, if you are in Northeast Philly and you're looking to learn how to find, buy, finance, fix, rehab, sell, or rent a property in Philadelphia, this program is built for you. It is based on proven success of Jumpstart Germantown program and focused on building local wealth while improving our own neighborhoods. You also will hear from multiple industry experts such as lenders, contractors, zoning experts, and more, sharing real practical knowledge to help you succeed. Don't wait, space is limited. The first program is running in September. The application process is open. To apply, click the link in the show notes or go to TrustArtRealty.com, select resources, Jumpstart Northeast. So that wraps up today's update. We covered a lot from the rental market trends in Philly with a deep dive into the 19111 zip code, to the good cause eviction law, and the PA bill on eviction records. So if you're a landlord in Philly, staying on top of these changes isn't optional. It is critical to protecting your investment and planning for the future. Thanks again to our sponsor, TrustArt Realty, for supporting today's episode. Reminder, if you want a free rental analysis or management advice session, just email TrustArt Realty at phillylandlordguy.com or hit the link in the show notes. And if you're finding this podcast helpful, please take a second to follow, rate, like, and review the Philly Landlord Guy wherever you listen. It really helps us grow and reach more Philly landlords. Next time, we're back with a guest, and we'll be talking about Philly rehabs, permitting, and the requirements for architectural plans. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode.